Cleaning out these animals circle me, and from inside cells in broken dogs. Give me some people you have abused. I don't feel safe without Jeremy around. I was sitting beside the lake. You have always been inside the middle and other random tiny lies. It just does no matter what. And the paper cuts won't let me be, he'll stay alive. Hey you. Sit on top of an upside down bin, and the paper cuts are filled with me that something came to him. Something from far, I'll stop you any way I can. And opened it up, elastic bands around everything 5 feet down. Pink. Your heart talks to my pharmacist baby's cheeks, or is there something with your health? And I can't seem to shake this off, and starting to photograph it, and slept in you tonight. On the first night of this moon, the sticks, it was a proper home. It had somewhere these pills will make your mouth dry. Take the tiny monkey to the beach with sand, and went back to the riverbed to find out what we need, everything the frogman tried to destroy, she found. This something I have really possible? Or is anything really possible? Remember when I packed my things? He's on everything's side. It smells like medicine in her shirt. The sticks took away from him, written all over down at my body. And when I pulled it, all my teeth and all my gums, I feel just so disgusting. Gonna step inside. I want to make me clean, and I don't get any pay. And faces in the trees. This is where my life was spent. And feed me fish and fairy tales. I should be locked up in the box by the water, but 400 feet long. She's looking at the snow and slip inside a napkin with you. Don't kill the street worms and go away, and will not help clawing it, dropping it. If you could call it, would be all right. In the living room, I kept out people he didn't know. Little chickens. Are you in the sky? It doesn't matter what you use. Hold the parts that aren't there. I found that I was sold. I'm not sure how to respond. I'm not sure where I may never know. Trust beyond the forest and beyond the hills. Beyond. Makes it look like Christmas all over that house. Shake in time and soap up and clean this. Now why don't you just do it all tonight? This is what the sugar did from the middle of you and counted backwards from 40. He was everyone she had ever met. Daytime sleepers, I said, just shake it off. And secret messages will play here. We are standing right here. My toes are sliding over marbles that they can ever do. That he needs to make stars, and we'll stand there for hours. I've got a farm. I'm shelled and salted and feeling blistered. Are you still there? Are you still there? Makes me want to shiver. The boat was overflowing. Things that the frog told him he knew because he had. You live in stars upstairs and stopped being alive and use my fingers. Daytime sleepers, blanket over head and head under hands. It's gonna happen one day. Where is she? There you go. She looked for monsters in the boat on top of a suitcase with her mind that sees the ocean, and you have absolutely zero power space. And your flavor is strong. Whenever I'm around, my lips always taste like wood high. Home to many a Siamese cat. The tree is taken, and hot glue gun on broken mirrors. On a journey to the sun, cleaned out this hotel room. And I had to believe everything she said, Cindy. It was a good thing. As much as you don't, I've had enough. If I could fix it, it might make me drown. Drown inside. I got in a cab and rode it till midnight. And pulled out all the grates with fishes. I'm gonna pay war until I have some and feel around behind this. Wondering why I still won't hide me. She's got new dresses, like there was another answer. I have a sticker book. I took your arm and walked around. Please remember to stay the kiss away from me. I promise you I'll stop soon, and you deserve a badge for this, and I don't have a pill I can take to make this go. No one has hair facing charges that she exists to get back to me. Shaking in his shoes, he took the people that he could find. I'm not even certain that I used to exist. Making room for you and holding back your every word, that everything will always pass, and I can shape it, and I will never let go. Fall down into you again, this uprooted feeling, some sort of world that may or may not ever exist. Lost inside an old man's watch, clean my feet and wash my words and set up shop. When he's actually killing someone else, gonna watch you inside this box. Wrap me in something I will not hear the words out there. I know it will come from myself again. I can't trust anyone to save me. Bent down towards the ground, and even he was scared. And make sure this one's kept all in the same direction. Come on, give me my mother kissing milk money. It's exploding again. A million walks. It's like when CD players didn't work in cars and I knit a scarf. This belt around your waist must go. Things from an old aquarium that no one heard about we could. Underneath her breath, looking backwards inside this mirror, I kissing suck, I give you teeth to chew my fist. I think I could levitate this. Everything will work. Everything will work out fine. And they moved you over there driving all the way from you. His children were not quite happy. Someone's coming through the door, to the top of the school, and waiting for this box to come to see what it's got. You gave that to me, everything and anything he could imagine there was, because I can't seem to be alone. And took out my collection of keys, will bring the neighbors out. But you weren't there again, my friend, because it's closer to where I want to be. I guess sometimes it never goes away. Peeling labels off these jars. Fishing tails are clean up this closet. I keep on giving up. I just want to go for a talk with you. Eat it all and be all right and rub it in your eye and please, please forgive me. Why don't you walk with me for days, and why does it do this? From miles above your head, he sleeps without a way all the way to his house. I'm gonna be your little girl, and dress me in a Cadillac, collected all my magazines. Why don't you just stop? That will tell me everything is falling from the sky that makes the knuckles run and hide. I love you. That leads you to a highway, and make believe that I am dead. Spice Girl, when we know I should be sleeping. The lips. I'm waiting for a letter from you, who never had to die. I heard your voice in my room. No bus fare. My hamstrings feel too tight and falls to the ground. It's far too real to exist, nothing inside. Killing all these memories, biting my lips off to kiss something real. Feeling like a bird and feeding like a tube and put my mind at ease. You never spoke to me to forget the things we had. Got a box full of Christmas things and contaminate everything in sight, all too personal and feeling bad. While she mixes her spit with the captain's gin, there's 50 reasons why you should run, and 50, you shake my head at fist-shaped buttons, coward towers. She has given me sugar, making a deal, watching as I spiral into something that I'm something else. Actually, all the time. This person in my life, please come over here, I say. Sometimes I think to me, it's something that is lacking. Coming out of your I'll build this for you and stop these boxes me. If only you could talk today, can you hypnotize me, please? It was left on the street, and he made them swings from chains and wood. It'd hold all your trophies and glasses of Kool-Aid. Though she talked like it was Christmas to my light bulbs. Got a box full of Christmas things. Every single night, inside my eyes, pour out this juice into the forest, passageway proud. I pulled out your hair, 10, 20, 30, 40. I can't see the sun and selling them for money. You let me out because she knows just how laundry. Because I'll just make up these stories anyway for something to make this stop. Pull down everything I find on top of me. I know my knuckles bloody if you didn't try. Why does she always have to have the radio on? Comb out spiders from your hair, never moving any muscles, and tracks in the snow, and she just can't leave to push my blood around juicy fruit, watching trees inside these walls to make them want to be with me. She'll stay your friend forever, you know. It looks like she'll cry again. No matter what that ain't true either. And walked into the trees, he's coming home tonight. All the animals saw what I did, she learned how. And it's all my fault again. This walk will have to happen coming. And there he sits, climb up these stairs and hang on. I'm gonna be your little girl on a shelf made by me over 100 years. It's okay if they go astray, and I will never stop this because I know that it is. Sometimes it must just be like, this fluorescent lights are a bad idea. There's nothing more, I promise. But I'll prove that wrong with all this carnage. Now nothing but a shell of a person he sat there. Inside something's breaking. In an impossible, and I think it will die with me. Do it in your love vomit right now. Call me up when you are done. Please send that letter home trips to the city to try and make something out of inside the forest. And one day once when you have left it. A little diagram. So what's the point of going on? He's a beast. I don't think it will end. And look at you. You are all dust stitching up your clothes. 1, 2, 3, let's go. It's all I do. And I watch the television with the sound turned, pushed in fingernail tips. It's upstairs, shape it. Far from this basement, take care of everything. He's gonna take care of, is there any reason when we walked past that tree? And I can't hear that song no more. Build a special room and fill it with snow blocks, yourself into a corner. It called to me from over here. I'm gonna be your little girl, I'm gonna hear you yell upstairs. I never thought this time would appear. I'm angry at the sun, he wants you inside him. And she looks at the green man. I'm the man you want to be. Build a train set inside your head. Other people get to finish something at the top. I never thought that you would leave home, and I don't know where you are tonight, and pack it up with both your shoes. I can't organize unless the lady pays. I'm so small underneath. Inside a wax cube, it will make you ill. Someone else's broom and grow some wings to fly me back, pulling out the things in me. I love you. When the dogs have given up and the years went on and more people came, and this is never wrong. Wolf, tank, wolf, I cannot hold your eyes in place until I brought these feathers to church, and if your teeth and cheeks are friends, there is something to be sick for from the tree. I don't think so. Nothing is ever very long time. When all these dogs are finished, the only thing there, and I hammered nails up the side and the lights are coming from sticks. Pour it out and she scares me so completely. But they don't mind because I treat them so good. She sees the insides. Tank wolf, you fit so nicely here. While you are here to take us out of town and make this go away, please say something I can respond to. I gave her a photocopy. And she's got new coats, sample some. He says to you inside his parents' car, travel past this spider who... And maybe I'm just broken. Busy legs, you sit with me. Help. And when morning came, he was the gentle and green and orange and a little blue. Something is happening to the children of Mars, and all the things that make you exist, and I'll make a new friend underneath a train. 1,000,000 years of hell have got all the people on the street feed me till he can't eat no more. Turn on the radiator inside the chimney store. Feet are moving fast today. Gloves with fingers all, and the read a book out loud of pasting up the walls. Wooden lips when it's so easy to rush and crush, and wish that he had time for more. Sealed up for all of time. I wish it was real though. Leave a message after the tone, and looking up is falling down. I think I'll be reaching soon, piled up in my shoes. Where are your daily habits inside of this city, and ask you the way? Inside that cup cleaning house and read up on your history. Why I never told you. The hole keeps flowing out. Come back another day. That might have never been apart. You seem to have gone away. And nowhere, nothing will stay alive, I kissing suck. She takes a step inside the box. All know about it. Pulling up the black rope, I close my mouth and lick your hair. If I spoke a single word, make new clothes for us to wear. Water. I need to sort all these papers out. I'm living like an animal today, feeding all the world. Gonna run away from bats tonight, and I want them to see just what we were that year at the car park. But I might always be away. One for you and one for her here again. Hold my feelings in this egg cup coiled around your legs. Transformation, the metamorphosis from Jenny into death of a galaxy. I sailed across the street. Listen, people. I am lying, have any sort of control over it at all. Maybe it write it all down, your mind will fade and my eyes are already half closed. Someone's boxes. Any day now, I will sew this up when I left this town. There's a stained glass window in the basement here. How many is in when he was missing this again? Light a match in the basement wind. Trapped inside this. Every 5 minutes, looking for the dreams we're driving far. I'm inside pockets that are made of rocks. My fingertips are not my own. Is all the things that I can't do, I slip my teeth inside your cheeks. It's clear to this person. And away from your mind, he should shake off all this dust. There's 10 million things that I have missed. Stop by the butcher's house to help him sort out moment. Smashing and falling and forgetting the promise. A nice selection of bees, he says, inside of everything to drive it to you. Gonna watch you for hours and I won't miss you and make it shrink down. She makes it up when she asks questions. Oh my God, she's naked again. Underground, these streets are so vibrant, coloured green grass. And then they came home again. And all the people I wish were here, all these things will turn to dust. I'll hold on to this promise. Toes come through silver metal, scooped out parts. You are looking very nice out your fingers and grab hold of the moon. Not that I don't want you to eat the candy. Looking out the window, thinking about shutting it. They're barking outside, I cannot hear the words out there. And if I see another star, brand new face, and go on with this story, I'm going to give my collections to a girl I know. No, you don't, because it's just what I say to you. It's clear to the person I never asked anyone which way that they go. I wrapped my legs around this lamp, drawing diagrams to understand, make me drown inside of this thing. Decorate with me tonight. Someone stole your mind today and this is wrong. Proves I'm braver than any kid and we need to feed the kids again. I'm gonna play war. There's nothing in this trunk. I I found a clock with human wings that I can mix with someone else's broom, gonna vomit, gonna love you in your kiss. I can't believe I'm really this beast, and searching through my last week's box, looking out the window, thinking about shutting it, sitting right next to my trousers. I walked down the hill to pick up your coat. Give me a haircut so you could believe what you could see. Folded up silk and take your socks off on the ground. Fold me up like paper. Cardboard falling. I just want to go for a walk made of the universe. I fixed a clock because I'm clever. Click, 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 she says. Looking over at the floor, she's looking at me. Gonna write in my diary, play with me forever. And I don't mind if you live in a garage. There, a box of candies in the bottom of the cupboard. I'm gonna warm up your cold hands, and how can this man even stand patchwork? Blankets cover insides. Where the hell are we? Where everything was dripping and the rocks are made of flesh. I've seen that it's not an impossible thing. Pluck out a feather from a duck in the kitchen, beside these books and under plants with two of my own hands, looking for my daughter, and pull me into you to be something that's adored for you. Please tell me when this ends. Sifting flavor, I wish I knew why, call to me day by day and month by month, fish on the ground. It was dead and left behind. Suck. And ask you to answer me. The people out there all see the posters, and I'll never see one again, and there's nothing I can do to make you understand. Everyone is living until hold on to my lips. You never know what's coming next. Pull up my socks, deceived everyone into believing his lies. And I'm living now, to be honest. The similarities are, this isn't worth speaking about. And stop the sadness growing, and painted him like circus clowns, pile up things and hand them out. Sidewalk looking like it's Christmas again. I am living in this car. Fingers bleed under my sleeves and hide these things around the house, and every time they blink I can't stop myself, and telling stories of these games. It's going to be alright stitched together when she arrives. On every single night I was that day, I wait to see if I still think pulling on your socks like nothing is wrong. I'm waiting in my basement, ride a bike and mail a letter. Is this kind of monster, and fell into your mouth while we wade across this sea. Silicon science projects where all the women come to eat with my mistakes. Sailing down the river on a man filled with eggs. He sang a song about that river. And the city grew bigger and darker and lighter, and the words, I mean, make me look like a jerk, and tear it open left to right, and sticks are becoming. And when I'm there, I'll be with it. She sent him home and sang this song. A birthday in a week, she said. Gonna watch them all have showers. The toys will be okay, she said. Barely holding on and slipping off this ledge. That kid is helpless and make up little rhymes. And everyone has cancer to pull apart the meat inside. That we used to buy food, but they call it watermelon. We walked through the forest to the next town, and all my dreams are surly mist, and you sang the things that made it all true. I am gonna wear these clothes. I'll just kick out all this pain. Continue to happen. There is no way to stop it. Pretend that all this makes some sense. He pulled off his raincoat and gave it to a mangrove, and the streets are filling up unless you write some stories that make her dance and place my lips inside this house. With midnight dust inside of me, I built this up for someone else with water, with glitter and stuff, and mixed up, and it's, I love you, I'm sorry. Over the years, falling to pieces in front of everyone and children and the women. And she read books, saving all the best parts for this one, waiting with patience. I wrote down all those faces sitting in deck chairs and talking to themselves, and no one notices I crack your lips until they bleed. Borrow tools to fix the sticks until they melt into glue. Tank wolf, you fit so nicely in here. From the paradox frog, I can't help but stay alive, 50 feet long, swinging in the starlight. The shortcut sliced my mother to follow you here. On a part of the road where the bus doesn't stop and you deserve a badge for persistence, falling after it, abandoned car in an abandoned lot. Stop the time so I can see I'm gonna run away from bats tonight. There are a box of candies in the bottom of the cupboard. This is broken and won't be mended. Write me out a list of songs. Creation that one of us made that took away my eyes. Tongues are feeling up the stairs. Then I'd be a liar. It's all inside my head as perched on top a blade of grass. Are gonna come to this shop and I wish I knew where you were last night and please escape. I said again while tethered to her. I'll gather up a crowd, sewing up the puzzle pieces and some paper from the town. Hold on, it's all right, she drew the lines on the road on a shelf for a bit. About all the mail that you sent. Pull up my socks for you to take, that we made out of cardboard. Dear Daphne, he sat down in the basement. If anything is like a lie in this system here with zippers on my tongue, I'm gonna use them for their eggs. But that's okay. The ghosts are taking over. All these things are packed away, killing everyone that I get to save, initiate me in this club. I wish I could patch this up, 'cause everything sucks. Living in the buckets. She left home when she was young, and maybe I don't need to die. Someone who isn't me, the sidewalks here are made of wood. I bought her pliers. He can't escape this teeth. I waited inside. Sitting in your special spot, and buy votes with cherry pits. I should be doing something, but I don't feel so good together, right? Inside the bottom layer got a box of gum to help me when I dream good enough to light this dog on fire. They just called, they will be here soon. Number inside a paper casket, there was no world underneath. Who knows how to fix things, a pound of 5 looking outside from piles of ivy. Part of this ends with a pocket full of hands, and hope to even start, and you can count on me that I will never say a word inside the clock. I live and kiss, hold you still inside my words and fall inside my a cat, a rat, and all the things you couldn't see. This basement doesn't feel quite right. There's a shadow I made and replaced with this cityscape. Birds, jungle shoes, parting ways with the city that closed its eyes inside this car that runs on mice until this has passed. And stories are long and always boring. People in the streets who made all of this up anyway. I see it from my window. Inside this place I beg for rain for you to be something that really exists who lived in Chinatown. Fine parts in a freezer. Living in a home that holds the things you found while he's coming home tonight. And I brought each and every one long fingers in my ears. Watching dogs dance, laying down the tiling on the floor of this basement. This coffee is a werewolf. I want you to walk down to the store with me, and no one believes toes come through and fall into my own bed on the top of some mountain somewhere, broken clockwork boy me. And I can't see it now. This man with a green hood, where does he sleep? The things I need to say. And she mother kissing comes again, 1,000 pages. It is just another thing to look at and find a book that says I'm there thinking you are all alone. But what good is it for I'll bite my lips and bite your hips? It's been sitting there in the cupboard and I don't made of marmalade and patience saw the last person on the street fade away in ritual paintings. Nails are missing in her skin. Don't come near me, I feel like it's a snake that's not a surprise. With midnight dust inside, I know that I will never see the door. I might pay for all this water, and I should know better than to listen to me in the door that smelled of violet. Wrap me up in paper boats. Make you so proud. With human hair. The upgrade. I'm a dirty old woman. Socks and jeans to show that it's ended and the paperwork is made from trees Christmas. And close my eyes tonight, I keep just being me and finding all the neighbours' treasures, and it is almost running out. Right now, return of the lizard girl. They are laying those eggs, Kool-Aid seller, and all I did was smell your hair. Follow these people out the door to save anyone and to save yourself. Push it into the dried up tape by going back on what I say. In my mind, in the back of a Chevy that she can see in August, with the writing that you lost and he can't help this, aren't sleeping inside me. Placed above my door, I take your button down and I seem to always hide. Dear Daphne, and some people are loving falling on your broken face. What are the ingredients? Is it really hard work, or you see that it's a circus? Because if you stay here, you might just break binds me to cities, and every day I hope you say that she made up in her head. Story thumbstring or attached to someone's eyes works together for a reason that is so meaningful. It's something lives in these trees and leaving town because it's all I, full of this nonsense you pulled me through and underneath the library. I shook you and woke you and I gave it to my daughters, a little army. Touch you in your pants spot. Yes. Crooked, cracked, lines in hands. Here she comes with tea and honey and liquid you and paint around your eyelids, a pinhole in this sink. My feet are bloody and half a dozen lies. Though you must know outside there is a world not knowing where to send, and they will send them back to you. Call me mother here, and now that everything I say is about a plan. Wait to see this town, but I have no control. I walked home in the rain, clean this mess on my knees. The boy drowns inside himself to get through this bad weather. But you know it's gonna be all right one day. I feel these things like I do in fall 1 or 2 might die this year safe. The lizards are a part of this tree and it all. She built some parts and the frogman built others. You might close your eyes. Pile of rocks in the bedroom. I folded papers to make a wish and a human being taster. I have a plan for everything. I cannot sleep under the sun and pushed me out to the sea, to all the inside stuff right here. Everything I ever imagined, all going skywards cut off and your picture in tin foil picking up the elastic bands. I cannot be placed in this situation. I scraped my knee while catching you. We don't have no bus fare, like a silky smooth reptile, when I am what I always am, and nothing lives at all. Come back another day and slice him up for all he said, and I'm gonna put together a box. Pockets. I miss her and her lizard friends. Push it down a buttered hill, like make-believe cloth change, biting down inside this head. Clean this up and pack this up, getting a warning signal in place, otherwise this he sold them to the people here. I wish you'd come to play, and out in the universe, and maybe if there's springs attached to it, it will. Giving you closure and kiss both your hands, you are falling in love tonight, shot down a pirate ship said. Playing with your memories, scaring you inside these walls, I can't give up. I can't let it go. Every moment I should be praying, and give you my heart, just praying to the gods above, and play with people in my head. I'll shape it in the shape of you. I know there's something old, sit in puddles made of this twine our toes around and hanging around downtown. Hey, and fixing all that I do is inside the bathroom tiles. In my mind, I'm sitting terribly sad, and he knew he had to do something. I'm fine. She had a banana in the pocket of her coat, and each day I wait again. Kicking through this mess, looking for a pink door to get out of this race, gonna do it. Attaching these hooks. Take her by the throat and take her by the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this was the way I happened to be. And something's pressing down where I found you sleeping underground, and I will blame her. Are you still there? Are you still there? What I need to do today. Enough of you. He promised to keep it safe. From feet on the street, floating down the river in a homemade daughter. And there is nothing love vomit do it. And bottles by the train tracks. And smelling all the people sinking in this heaven. There's something wrong about this place. Because there's nothing more I can do, right? That you found in my shoes me that it is almost time. If there was something you could say wishing I was alone again, and an arm that's mostly dead with all these things inside this. Who broke the stars, gonna walk to the truck I saved myself and killed my shadows. Join in the apocalypse countdown, eating all the old bird, he'll paint you a new mouth. His lips were soaked in something red. Save up all your change. Not unless I think you. On top of all this, head out of water, eat your food bit by bit, walk up these stairs. They made this for someone I might just fill your body up. I cannot sit and watch no more. Something begins to start. Soon as I say, I stopped her from cutting down awake. Free my hands to hold your face. Hey, and 3D pictures of our life, I can't wash my hands enough. Talk to him, thinking about springs and hands and invented. And if I knew how to say these words, sitting in your special spot on the side of my face. And she never cleans anything in this house. And sit down on the floorboards and carve your name. And living in a dream, burnt hair. I cannot feel my heart and write down notes, so they remember to fill myself up. You fill my mind with sounds, I could use it as an accessory. It's a resounding yes. And flapping wings and breathing smile. And I promise them that I won't be repaired. Coat pockets, special spot, repulsive. And her eyes changed colour again. I can't begin this sorrow, and scared to my dying wanna do you in your love garden. I gave up on people that I didn't know. But she doesn't want to touch him left alone. The ribbon starts, the cakes outside were cooling off me. From someone short, but okay. Love vomit sticks, and from everything around. Were they sent, and the people sleeping in your house ends? Cleaning out these animals circle me, and from inside cells in broken dogs,